Thanks so much, George. Thanks so much, AP, and welcome. We're just going to bring Ruth and May on board. It might take a short period of time. Again, Zoom technology is amazing, and we want to thank everybody for attending. But it is new and innovative, so a few things can go wrong. Our early cinematic, some of us couldn't hear the music, but we'll get through this. And this is being recorded, so we will be able to watch it again, and we'll add all the sound at that time. So we've got Ruth, and her camera's coming up. Hi, Ruth. And May.
Hello, May.
See May. Hey, hi, both of you. How are you? So let me take a second and introduce you. So Ruth Mccartney, and I know my glasses give us glare, but unfortunately, I'll do my best. I'm wearing my less glaring glasses, but I've got a big monitor in front of me, so it's tough. But I've known Ruth Mccartney for over a dozen years. Ruth Mccartney is a music veteran, communication expert, and brand strategist with a strong marketing and entrepreneurial background. As CEO of McCartney Multimedia, Inc., Ruth has developed working relationships with industry-leading firms like Capitol Records, Lexus, Warner Brothers, and more. Ruth is a true digital diva. Now, there you go. And I've only had a short time to know May Pang, but it feels like a lifetime. May is a wonderful, wonderful, amazing individual. For many of you that don't know, May is best known for her 18-month relationship with John Lennon, often referred to as the Lost Weekend. May is also a successful photographer, which you'll see, author and jewelry designer, which she is wearing, and represented around the world. It's such a pleasure to have you both here, and I want to thank you for attending today. So welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, getting right to it. I'm just going to start my little clock here to make sure I stay on time, or try to at least, because I know everybody's
these two broads, good luck with that.
Yeah. And it starts, right? And again, everyone, don't forget to download the ImagineAR app using the QR code that you might have found, and scan when you see the Oasis logo for prizes. And we'll talk about a couple prizes that we're giving away here. But the idea is to keep this short, sweet, and on focus. And we're going to start by, what everybody wants to know. It's the first question that everybody's going to ask. Ruth, tell us a little bit about your Beatles experience, which has been a lifetime.
Well, so in 1964, my Aunt Joan was in a shop in Liverpool, and a gentleman came in asking for directions to a funeral, funnily enough. And my aunt told him where to go. And he said, hold on, is your name Angela? You have a voice, just sounds just like it. And she said, no, I have a sister called Angela. Anyway, they swapped phone numbers, because this gentleman, Mike Robbins, knew my mom and me when I was about 18 months old. Fast forward a few weeks later, he gave her a ring at the office, and Mike and his wife Bet, put two and two together and did some matchmaking between my mom, Angie, who is 91 and an author and tea entrepreneur living here in LA with us, and Jim McCartney, father of one Paul McCartney. They met a few times, starting in August of '64. At the end of November, they got married. Jim adopted me, and I got thrown into the washing machine spin cycle called Beatlemania. I'm Paul's stepsister.
Well, I mean, and it's funny, we had this, Ruth is also a member of our industry advisory committee, and, we're all meeting several weeks ago with Ben Kessler, our chair of the industry advisory committee, and everybody was talking about their first job, and there was about 12 or 14 of us on the phone. And candidly, Ruth says, my first job was opening fan mail for the Beatles, and I don't think anyone got it initially. Like, you think about that as a piece of history, not only just general history, but music history. And Ruth was there, and she'd shown me some amazing photographs. I can't even go into them because it would take forever. But I want to shift over and talk to May for a moment. And May, maybe you can give us your background, how you got involved with John, Yoko, and the Beatles.
Well, I started out in at this office in New York. It was Alan Klein's office, and he had just started managing Apple. I was just lucky enough to be put in there. And one day, here comes John and Yoko, and they needed help. And I got picked to doing their video projects. And they liked me so much that they kept me on. And I stayed with them for a long time. And until I was put into a position where I ended up being his girlfriend in 1973.
Wow.
And we spent our time together, and we did a lot of work, and we saw a lot of friends, and I got him to be back with his son Julian, and it's a whole lot of things, and Cynthia. It's a whole lot of things going on.
Well, that again, amazing stories. And there's so much more to come for those that follow us and follow Oasis. And again, I'll tell you a little bit later why it's called Oasis. But we're going to shift gears now. We've been very, very fortunate. May has consented and is participating in the Oasis NFT program, via Ruth and her introductions and support and really running this program with us. And May is going to be offering up some very exclusive photos of John Lennon's Lost Week and your time with John. And we'll be doing those in groupings starting, I believe it's May 9th, and each 9th, each month until October 9th, which would represent John's 81st birthday, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I know. And on his 81st birthday, we are going to have a rare one of probably the most rare, iconic music history photograph of all time available. Now, I say that because I believe it. I've seen the photo, and every time I talk about it, it actually gives me shivers. It's phenomenal. And I think we're going to be doing that as a digital NFT, potentially with a canvas maybe to come with it, with a physical item signed by May. And that will be a one of one. And our expectation at this point in time is that could start as high as $10 million for that NFT, because it is one of one and probably the rarest photo you will ever see in music history. But I wanted to start by maybe showing today and doing a little bit of story, because each NFT that May produces is going to come with a little bit of a story. So why don't we, I'll ask Kara if she can put up the photo now, and maybe you can give us a little bit of background on this particular story.
I'm sorry, I have to laugh. I mean,
nice jeans.
Nice jeans, aren't they? They were mine. That's the thing. They were mine. All of a sudden, one morning, John, I look up and John's standing over me going, "Look." And I'm going, "Yes, what am I looking at?" He goes, "Can't you see? I'm wearing your jeans." And I said, "Yeah, but why?" He goes, "I love them." I said, "I'm losing my jeans to you?" So he's actually wearing, and in those days, these are landlubber jeans, and they were unisex. And we were both thin, but he managed to get into mine. And that made me feel fat afterwards. I don't know. But there, he got into my jeans.
Nice motorbike. I didn't know he rode motorbike.
Well, yeah, no. Let me make this clear. That is not his motorbike. God knows it's a trike, actually. We don't know. We were out in the desert, out in we went visiting to Calico Ghost Town on our way back from Las Vegas. And he kept staring at this bike. We go and we'd be walking around, and he kept looking at the bike. And finally, I just turned around and I said to him, "Go stand by the bike." And I took this one shot, and literally it was one shot. I had no idea. I didn't know if I got the shot or not, because remember, in those days, it was just, it's not instantaneous. And so not like today, disposable and go away. And I just took the one shot, and we didn't know until I got the film developed that that's what I had.
Yeah, for those that may not remember, there was film, right? And although Kodak did own the patents on digital cameras, they kind of kept it hidden for many years, because they figured if they kept it hidden, film would continue to sell. But it is remarkable, because we take photographs and you'd hope for the best,
right?
And then you'd come back and see what you got. And I mean, that is a fantastic photo. I mean, it looks as if John's posing in front of his own bike. And I'm sure that the person who might have owned that bike is probably freaking out if they ever see that picture and go, "That was my bike." And but I guess it's even funnier that that John is wearing your jeans. And I think we all remember Levi's in the 70s really didn't have women's and men's. It just really had one set of jeans. And you'd walk in the store and say, "I want a pair of jeans," and you'd get what you get and hope for the best.
Well, what's amazing to me about just the leap of faith behind this photo. Like you're saying, when you had film, you didn't know until it came back from the lab or the dark room or whatever what you had. And in fact, you know, there was a big rumor many moons ago that Linda McCartney, the great dear departed, my dear sister-in-law, that she was part of Eastman Kodak, and they were staying with us in Wirral one time in Liverpool, and this big box of film arrived to Linda from Kodak. And she opened it, she's like, yay, great, free film. And I said, but wait, you're not, like, you're Linda Epstein originally. You're not Linda Eastman Kodak. She's like, well, I know that, but don't tell anyone at Kodak. They keep sending me free film.
That's amazing.
I could use some more cameras. That's what I was just doing it. You know, I just love taking photos. And John liked my eye for taking pictures of him.
Composition is
very
fantastic.
particular. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, people, this is the first photo that everyone is seeing, but again, as they become available as NFTs, they'll also be accompanied by a backstory by you. So there'll be, so you're not only getting a picture NFT, but you're going to be getting an audio story that goes with them. Some larger, some smaller, but everybody's going to have something that is attributable to this. And again, these are many of these photos have never seen the light of day, and so people will be able to collect them as a series. There will be enough for people, for collectors to get out there and buy them and enjoy them and have the whole series. And again, you know, we'll talk a little bit, maybe now's the right time to talk a little bit just quickly about the collector's pyramid. And we've discussed this before, but a collector's pyramid is very simple. And if anyone's ever collected hockey cards or baseball cards, you'll know this for certain. When you there's a lot of common cards, and then there might be what we call chase cards, which cards that you chase after to complete a set or series. And then there's usually rare, epic, and legendary cards. And we're taking this same premise at Oasis with May's photographs. And we're going to be having some very, you know, common photographs at the beginning, and then making more and more photographs available, but lesser in the series. So we hope that if anyone is interested, that they join the wait list at oasisdigitalstudios.com. And I know that both you amazing people, because I don't want to be gender biased, are going to offer our viewers, people who are using the ImagineAR app and scanning the Oasis logo as it comes up, and there will be many opportunities to do that. And if you haven't downloaded the app through the QR code, you can go to the Google Store or Apple Play, Apple Store and Google Play, whatever it is, and you can download the ImagineAR app. And eventually that app will be available at Liquid Avatar in the end of May, and you can then scan the Oasis logo. But before I get to May, Ruth, I know that you're going to give our viewers today an opportunity to win a gift. And do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think of it as a digital door prize, right? Thanks for attending. Thanks for playing. So we'll be randomly picking, or somebody will be randomly picking, and they will receive a lovely goodie basket of Your Mother Should Know, an autographed signed copy of that book, and then Here, There, and Everywhere, the Beatles Tour Guide to the World, which also features QR codes that if you scan with your phone when you're at the location, you'll be able to get all kinds of information, and a variety of Mrs. McCartney's organic teas. That one's Rockstar Rescue, that in part benefits the Linda McCartney Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So
that's amazing.
Somebody will be going home with that. Or they'll be opening their mailbox. You're welcome.
And we'll ship it wherever the person is, wherever you are, we're going to ship it. And then May, I know that you've got something as well, and that's wonderful, Ruth. Thank you so much. May, you've also got something to offer our viewers today.
Well, I'm going to offer my Feng Shui necklace. It's a stainless steel piece that I created, and you know, it's really for harmony. It's for peace. My mother and I grew up, she used to instill this feng shui, and I used to go, what is this? And it's about wind, water, it's harmony. And, you know, it's one of those pieces, and my name is on the front for people who don't know which way the character goes. This one happens to be happiness, which when you go to Chinese New Year, you'll always see this listed somewhere, this particular character. It's prosperity, it means happiness. It's, you know, it's for all.
Well, and that's amazing. Thank you. And I know that you said to me earlier, you're going to also include an autographed personal note to somebody as well.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's fantastic. Well, I know that we've gone over our time, which I expected would happen today with everybody. You know, you know, it's just going to be one of those things, and hopefully everybody, you know, enjoys this. But I wanted to thank you both. I know you'll be coming back, and you know, again, go to oasisstudios.com and sign up the pre-sale list for May Peng's, you know, John Lennon's Lost Weekend. And I just want to mention one other thing. We are working with May and Ruth together. You will see many other photographers come into our fold at Oasis Digital Studio, and this will be launching the May Peng Gallery. And that is going to be a lot of fun. So you're going to see a lot more really great, amazing photos. But please remember that these John Lennon Lost Weekend photographs will only be available through May Peng and Oasis. And get ready for the first batch to drop around May 9th and continue from there. And we look forward to having you both back for another webinar. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Excellent. So I think we're moving now and into our first presentation.